Welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we're doing the preview for the match between the Punjab Kings and the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Punjab have that old RCB jersey. They have the likes of Rahul and Agarwal, who are from Bangalore, from Karnataka, playing against Bangalore. It's going to be a cracker of a game. RCB, a lot of confidence right now. They've won 5 games, only lost 1. It's been a great season for them so far. They've won games convincingly. They've won close games as well. That'll give them a lot of confidence. The one against Delhi, for example, went down to the wire, but they held their nerve and won by 1 run. These kind of wins will really give you confidence as a unit because it's a tough game. And from that situation to pull off a victory, it is remarkable. And it allows you to be better prepared going into the season, going into the business end of the season, basically. Punjab, on the other hand, haven't had the greatest of seasons. They won a couple of games, but they lost a few as well. Their batting has looked a bit out of sorts on these kind of pitches. They haven't adjusted quickly, whether it's Rahul, Agarwal, Pooran, Gale. None of them have gotten used to the slower wickets. When the wicket is flat, and like you saw in Mumbai, they made the most of it. But when it comes to the slowish wickets conducive to turn, they have struggled a bit. So I think that's one thing that they will want to improve on. RCB, on the other hand, their batsmen look in fine touch, whether it's Maxwell, whether it's AB de Villiers, Kohli and Padikkal also have runs under their belt. So in general, 4 or 5 of the batsmen are looking good. Patidar in the last game contributed as well. So RCB's batting lineup looks really confident. And I think they can approach games with more aggressive intent this season because with Maxwell, it kind of unloads the pressure off AB and Kohli's shoulders. Whereas RCB's bowling, I think Harshal Patel has been outstanding in terms of wickets. He's picked up plenty of wickets. I think 17 already. He's the purple cap holder this season. And even if he's getting hit for runs, Harshal Patel is picking up wickets, and it is helping RCB. Of course, he'll want to work on that economy. He'll want to make sure he doesn't go for boundaries. But if his batsman can put runs on the board, then Harshal Patel is someone who will help them win games because wickets does slow down the rate at times, and it does cause issues for the opposition team. Again, Yuzvendra Chahal he's been decent this season. I think they expect more from him, especially on pitches like in Ahmedabad where there is some turn on offer. I think they'll expect more from him. Mohammad Siraj has been brilliant. Jamieson has been fantastic. With Jamieson, sometimes he does get hit, but in general, his Yorkers and his dot ball percentage in this season has been fantastic. He's created a lot of pressure, and that's allowed someone like Harshal Patel to pick up wickets. For Punjab, with the ball, I think Mohammad Shami leading the front will be very crucial. How does he start? I think they'll need early wickets from him. They have Ravi Bishnoi now. I think he's been fantastic since he's come in. He's picking up wickets left, right, and center, and he will be a genuine wicket taker. Against Virat Kohli, that matchup will be really interesting because Kohli has gotten out leg spinners in the recent past. How does Ravi Bishnoi approach him? Does he bowl the googly first up? Does he, trap him with the leg spinner? It will be really exciting to watch, and I think that's going to be a great matchup. AB de Villiers is the key for Punjab. If he, for RCB, but if for Punjab to get him out, because if he comes with like 30, 40 deliveries there on these pitches, he can smoke maybe 50, 60 runs easily if he plays 20, 30 deliveries. So he's going to be a key wicket for Punjab. Maxwell as well. Maxwell playing against Punjab now for the first time. He was with Punjab in the last few years, and now he's going to play against his old team. How does Maxwell approach this game? Is he going to show them that, listen, you did a mistake by letting me go, or have Punjab already worked him out because they've bowled to him in the nets before? That will be a very, very fascinating matchup, I feel. Maxwell versus Punjab. And then, I think those are the key players for RCB, Maxwell and AB. I think Virat Kohli has a really good record as well against Punjab. Even when RCB weren't doing well, he used to come up with runs and score them. And Padikkal looks in good touch. So it's going to be a very interesting battle for Punjab. I think players to watch out for. I think I really want to see Nicholas Pooran. Can he, come out of this rut, this poor form that he is in recently? Because if he can score runs at his natural pace, it will really change the game for Punjab. Maybe bat him at number 4. Right now, he's batting at 5. Changing his position from last year. I think if he bats at 4, then put Huda at 5 because Huda has been aggressive. He's been batting well this season. just try that out. I think, try Nicholas Puran at 4 and see how he goes. Chris Gale as well. If he doesn't perform, will this be his last game? Will they go with a David Milan? He's there waiting in the ranks. He's someone who can rotate the strike. He's the number one T20 batsman. This is something they have to look at because they thrive themselves on these top four, but top four in the batting order, Punjab. But none of them have been clicking except for maybe Rahul and Agarwal to a certain extent. But even Agarwal has not displayed the form of last season. He's gotten starts, but then throws away his wicket. I think he's playing the aggressive role. KL Rahul has scored runs, but again, it's that run rate which has been an issue with him. Can he up the run rate when required? Right now, he hasn't done that. He starts off well and then suddenly slows down. It's something that he will have to work on, and especially for Punjab, he looks like he wants to anchor the innings, but sometimes, I think it's just good to be aggressive because now they have a better middle lower order. Deepak Hooda is there, Shah Rukh Khan is there. They can finish off games, so I don't think he should worry too much about that. And if he can give them a good start with a positive run rate and a healthy strike rate, I think it'll do Punjab a world of good. But yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to go about it. It might look like the same lineup. I don't know if Malan will play. A lot of people are saying that they should pick him in the team and he should start, but there's nothing conclusive yet. We'll find out at the toss if Malan will play and who will he play in place of. Nicholas Puran, are they going to give him one more game or are they going to sit him out? I think he's too good of a player to sit out. You need to try him as much as possible and take it from there. Arshdeep Singh, how does he pull these cutters and slower balls? He hasn't been as effective in the last few games, even though I think these pitches do suit him. So I want to see how he goes about it, along with the likes of Shami. Will Punjab stick with Chris Jordan? Will they bring back Jai Richardson? There's been plenty of talk over there. I think Jordan will provide you with the bat as well. That's why they've kept him in the team. But Enriquez is also there. So are you going to play two all-rounders like that? Or would you rather go with a Jai Richardson and keep Enriquez? I think they'll have to sort that out. Enriquez is a utility player. But at the same time, he'll need to score runs. I think rotate the strike. That will be very important. And with the ball, I think he can do a decent job economy-wise. We've seen that in the last game. So, yeah, all to play for. Right now, RCB going as favorites. But I think don't count Punjab out. They have match winners. They have plenty of match winners in this team. And they'll really want to win this game against RCB. Not only is Maxwell there, but in general they need the points, and I think they'll be more desperate to win. RCB have had a couple of closer encounters recently. There have been mistakes, so they'll have to make sure that they rectify that and continue to win games because it's been an outstanding season for them. So yeah, I'm tipping RCB to win, but you can't count this Punjab team out ever. It depends on which Punjab kind of shows up. If it's they are inconsistent, if it's the one all guns blazing, then it'll be difficult for RCB as well to. And Gale versus RCB, that's also another matchup we used to play for RCB. That'll be interesting. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment with your predictions. Who do you think is going to win this game? Who are the players to watch out for? Who do you think will win tomorrow? And who scored the most runs? Who will take the most wickets? But apart from that, I think we've covered most of it. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, take care.